Oh man, what's up, peeps? Hope we're all doing well. Good morning to you. Get some liquids in you right now. This is going to be a hot debate as potentially one of the more toxic players out there in esports is now finally facing a punishment, or at least has apologized in some League of Legends drama that I think you guys are going to enjoy hearing exactly what he did. Also, huge shout outs to our esports betting sponsor, that being Thunderpick. We partnered up with them for esports betting, which includes good old League of Legends. So 18 plus, please bet responsibly. And what you might want to bet on is whether or not Cloud9 mid laner Emenes is going to do something like this again. A player with historically bad behavior was called out over the past week or so by a fellow streamer known as Spearshot because Emenes had some interesting words to say to this streamer after he said he was kind of throwing it in game or inting in game, not playing up to Emenes, his standards on the server. And to which Emenes then went after this streamer Spearshot and had this to say, calling him in-game a disgusting EU streamer and to go back to your country, please. I'm going to make the assumption they were maybe on Korean servers, and Emenes was talking to this European streamer who was maybe on those servers saying, go back to your own country servers, you disgusting EU streamer. Of course, Spearshot had to reply to that, and Emenes having a history of behavioral issues, maybe this wasn't all too surprising to the League community. And I will say, just based off that, that's not very nice. It is kind of what I expect out of League of Legends people. If I'm being honest with you guys, I'm just saying it is probably the most toxic video game of all time that I've ever come across. And so I think that's a lot of the people's responses out there saying, this is kind of soft. Like, we actually almost expected worse out of a League of Legends professional player with history of behavioral issues. But even more so, it's Emenes continuing on Twitter to respond to people and give his own context and refuse to apologize. Responding to LS saying, I love and respect the LCS and LEC with players, but most of the time these one-trick streamers flaming whole teams with huge griefing, and if someone said bad things, players get punished instantly. That game, I was really trying hard to win, but this guy doesn't want it. It's so unfair. I'm not criticizing all streamers, but no matter what server you play on, some broadcasters ignore the normal rules of the game and constantly ruin the game when things don't go their way. And the average player thinks that if they say something to them, they'll throw it again next time. I am patient. However, I endured the excessive play until the end of the game. And importantly here, do you know how many athletes are disadvantaged for just saying something and then immediately taking advantage of the criticism they received? I am sorry to my fans for my over-the-top remarks. However, I cannot apologize to people, including that streamer, who maliciously break basic rules. So very clearly, you got a pro player who thinks the game should be played a very, very particular way at a very, very high level. And we were talking about this on stream. It's like everyone gets accused of inting or running the game wrong, right? Or making big mistakes. It was actually Spearshot responding with his own video clarifying, hey, I had a rough laning phase maybe, but this is the reason why he called me a disgusting EU streamer and to go back to my country servers, because clearly Spearshot was also pissed off and wanted to explain his side.
5. He's saying you ran it. What? This is what he's getting mad at. So this is when he starts spam pinging me. So let me just show you the laning phase real quick, yeah? So this is the laning phase. Bad wave, right? I end up escaping the gank because my champion's broken. Okay, no problem. Okay, I escaped the gank. Look at my fucking lane. And the worst part is, what do? He doesn't even let slow push into him. Why? He starts shoving. Because Kindred's trying to loop around and trying to stop me from getting into tier 1. Okay, Pog. You're going to get mad at me for playing this sort of a fucking game. Really. And then on top of it, Ksante is just up a level on me. Okay, Pog. Poggies. What happened to I feel bad? Because this guy's making it seem like I was 0-16 or something, running it down mid lane with the Mobies. Like, he's making it seem like that, when in reality this was my laning phase. Okay, I misplayed here. I should have landed my empowered Q, I'm not going to lie. Again, Ksante was going to dash behind me. It was obvious. That was brain dead on me, I'm not going to lie. If I empowered Q backwards, it would have been a lot simpler. But again, what does Ksante do? He just griefs and walks into everything, misses Q and advance. Okay, now I've got this laning phase where I can't even catch this wave because Kindred literally spends fucking 30 seconds doing this funny maneuver with me. Back and forth dancing gameplay, and I have no E, so I can't walk in. Okay, and I'm flashless, so now what? So like, you're going to get really mad at me for playing this sort of a fucking laning phase.
And then you look back on all the articles out there about this guy, and he does have a history of doing this from team to team and to team. There have also been other players responding out there saying, oh wait, Emenes, this is the same guy that before, in his past, I will say it was in his past, he told me to just go die IRL in game. Yeah, I know you guys are probably, it's the same guy. Yeah.
Emenes. Who the fuck is Emenes?
It's the Cloud9 mid laner.
I've never seen him.
You know, he told me to end my life in solo queue. Hey, legit did though.
Ooh, the syndrome?
Yeah.
Emenes?
Yeah, it's like insanely toxic.
Is he? Who the fuck is he? I've never seen this guy in my life.
Yeah, I played in XL before on EU.
Wait, I can show this on stream right now.
Yeah, what? I don't care. I even like commented on Twitter. I was like, how did he pass behavior check? Because he used to always type in all chat that he hates one-trick ponies and they should all quit the game, and then he just told me to end my life because I played TF support in this team.
And so finally, after all of this, Cloud9 responded saying, hey, yep, we hear you guys. We understand this, what's going on with the situation, and we are going to go ahead and look into it. I'm curious at this point, what do you guys think? Because when I first heard this story, I was like, oh gosh, as Emenes was actually being accused of xenophobia with those remarks. I will say, I expect much worse from League of Legends streamers. I think we've also seen worse, but you are representing an organization. You are representing Cloud9. You are held to a higher standard. And when you say disgusting European streamer, let's just flip the roles for a little bit, right? Let's pretend this player is a North American player with a past of behavioral issues and getting warnings and maybe saying things that you truly shouldn't to anyone. Let's say it's an American player who is playing with a streamer from Asia, and he types in chat, you disgusting Asian player or streamer, go back to your country, please. Do you think that American player or North American player or anyone, right, even a guy from Europe, do you think that their organization would not punish them? Like, you are a professional player saying this in a professional server, or I guess I shouldn't say professional server, but a high-end server. Are you expecting not to get like screenshotted and called out? You gotta hold yourself to a higher standard. I realize there are league people out there who say this is soft, but in a professional setting, if you're Cloud9, how can you not act? Like, you literally have to. To which finally Emenes, he caved, and obviously we read off the fact he was going to refuse to apologize to the streamer. It seems very clear that he's being forced to actually have this apology from Cloud9. I think no one can actually deny that. Hello, I'm Emenes, professional gamer from Cloud9. I would like to deeply apologize to the fans for making inappropriate remarks in a solo ranked game around September 14th. My actions were inexcusable, and I recognize the impact of my words and what they have in game. I would like to publicly apologize to Spearshot as well. We spoke in private, but he deserved to hear it here as well. As a player for an American team, I showed an irresponsible image that was unprofessional, learning from this incident, and goes on to say how he's going to be, a bit better, which is good here. That's the proper thing to do. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I haven't dove too deep into this. We got a lot of copy pasta responses. I'm not even sure if some of them are serious. I know some of them are. I think there's a lot of people split on this one of whether or not he should have apologized. Me personally, I think he was going to have to once this started going viral. Like, again, you're a professional player representing an esports organization. You got to hold yourself to a higher standard. And I don't think any other player from other regions would get away with this kind of behavior. And you have a past of that same behavior. And what you said was, I mean, dude, it's a ranked game of League of Legends. Like, I think you just need to breathe a little bit. Like, we're playing video games here, And maybe that's just what I think after seeing the fact that he said it and then he doubled down and then tripled down on not apologizing and then walking it right back and apologizing. I'm just like, what, guys, it's just, at the end of the day, at least he apologized. As long as Spearshot's okay with it, then we're okay and we can move on. What do you guys think about this? Was it soft? Was it justified? Till next time, take care. Cheers to you. I'll see you soon.